Howdy folks, here doing Reaper RC. Today, and for the rest of the weekend. Today and the rest of the weekend, you do not find us at an area of natural beauty or a nature reserve or some kind of forest or our typical trails. Today, you find us at Dover. We're on a ferry, just about to set off. We are off to Calais, to which then we are... Hello, Gummy Bear. We're off to Germany. We are going to do the Superscale Saturday and Sunday. We can't wait. This has been a 9-month planned trip. It hasn't been an easy venture, and even down to literally last minute we was fixing cars. So yeah, it's even as much as this has been planned for 9 months, it kind of hasn't. But this is going to be probably broken down to 2 videos, so please view our library, and hopefully by the time that I have uploaded day 1, day 2 should also follow. So as I say, please feel free to look us up in the library. This is going to be a long video, so stick the kettle on or crack open a beer or whatever your tipple is, because this is going to be a long haul. Enjoy. Folks, we got here yesterday around about 5:30 German time. A couple of beers, a couple of last minute repairs and so forth, and it rained. And he's been a real pain in the arsehole. Flicking way around, he started already. But anyhow, we're all registered, and quite a decent trade area. A little bit of catering as well, so we're all pretty sorted. But let's show you what's here. We've got clubs over there. They've been visited a few times already.
You know what it's for? The land.
Yes.
That one? Yeah.
I've seen that.
I wonder if you can buy more tickets off him.
Maybe. Yeah, I think that's what the raffle is. There is a it's BRX02 Series 3, but very nice paint job. And they are starting to turn up. It is. It's the ZIL. That is the BRX01 AWB, the ZIL body, and very nicely done, very nicely weathered. Very nice. This is Speed Shop 24. We know these guys. They never ordered from them, but let's say they're residents in Germany. So.
Here.
Another ZIL. When I was at the UK Scalar Nationals, that was the very first one I've seen. I think that was probably a pre-release. I don't think many people had them, but they're starting to show up. That's, I think, probably the 4th I've seen. I've seen a couple of guys that have built with them, and we've just seen 2 in the last minute. Those are very pretty tools. Very nice.
That might be your option.
Yeah.
Another ZIL. Another. This is Boom Racing stand if you hadn't already collared on. Quite a few Series 3s. Oh, there's a G-Wagon there. Let's see a G-Wagon. Let's see a G-Wagon on a boom chassis. Interesting. Trying to squeeze in here without being too intrusive. Wow, very, as much as I'm not a scaleman as such, you've got to appreciate for what they are. And if you like a camel trophy, feast your eyes on this one. Just try not to be too intrusive. Try and get around this angle from here so you can see those on the left-hand side. Yes. Yes. It's very nice. I'll leave somebody else to build that because I am playing no part in it again.
You getting rid of it?
I'm getting rid of it.
Getting shot.
Quite a few discos, Raffy bodies. Very nice. And here are the guys at Monster Hop-Ups. It's probably, certainly from a UK perspective, probably the most well-known German RC store. So, boom racing stuff at the back there. Axial. I didn't realise these guys actually distributed Vanquish, so I'm a happy boy. But, Traxxas gear?
The best brand, TRX4?
No.
Mate?
No. You're biased. There you go. RC four-wheel drive, TF2, with the mid-wheel base, the extra cab. Very nice. And just an overview, you'll see a lot more on the trail videos, which we are about to commence, because we kind of need to join a queue to get on this bad boy. But just look at that bridge. Now this is the main course. There is a width restriction for the scale track, which unfortunately, as much attempting that I have done, I cannot get any of my rigs narrow enough, 25 centimeters, narrow enough to get it in. So I might pop over there and film some other people, but there'll be no cars of mine on there. I might follow either Ian RSRC on YouTube if you want to give him a look, or Gummy Bear has a couple of cars which can also get on there, so I will try and get some footage for you guys. But this will be the track that my cars will be going on.
Take it for 10 euros. You get another different feeling and sightseeing on the off-road area here. So, good luck, have fun, enjoy.
What the queue?
Viel Spaß. And
here is a moment of truth. Am I in RIP to get on this course? Because if I'm not, I'm going to be doing a lot of filming today, and that is all I'm going to be doing. You'll be seeing many of other people's cars. Well, guys, it's tight getting in. It's very tight getting in for a non-scaler crawler. But guess what? It's in! I got it on camera. throw it over.
Holoaufkleber auf klein für eure Modelle. So stickers. Mitteilung im Freescale-Bereich. Der Bereich der Baumaschinen ist auch nur für Baumaschinen. Da haben Scalar-Crawler gar nichts verloren. Das sollte an für sich logisch sein, aber ist wohl nicht der Fall. Deswegen nochmal der Hinweis, Baumaschinensektor ist only for Baumaschinen. Ja, nur Baumaschinen haben da was verloren.
throw round now, I've got to push record. Yeah, I'll pause it about 66 grand this.
Yeah, they're serious.
We've done all this, go back, I'll get the signal ready. So the channel.
Get through the red thing.
Für die durstigen Vielen unter
Ja, genau.
You were waiting for your lights to come on.
And then the lights come back on the car.
guys through.
See, get out the fucking way. Okay, but you're in the way of my pissing shot. Stand there like a flipping inanimate object.
So, noch eine kurze Info im Freescale. Weil diese, wo steht, meine Erklärung zum Parcours, die einzelne Hinweis ist direkt unter einem großen Rennen und beim zwei Parcours läuft man den Vordergrund.
Aaron Dudley. Yeah. I turned it off just to move over because it was obviously far better. You think it's a car?
Oh yeah. It could be the battery terminal, but then it went off again. That stone at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
That to get you round. It should work. I'll get close enough. What?
Oh, you're gonna hug it? So you want to catch the axle then, really?
Do it again.
Just trying to get more cars in. It's just me and you.
Ladies first.
Men just before.
Very nicely done. Fender there. Right, if that gets in, the SCX-10 will get in. But now I've got, because that literally just got in. Yeah, alright.
Or your 66. I'm bringing the 66 with.
Right, well, we've got a guide. If it's really any wider than that Phoenix, forget about it. You can say what you want, by the way, because I mute. Shut up, filming. Will you move? Nice bit of side hill in here. Yeah. You're starting it.
Yeah.
Something not right there. There you go.
Can't even oh.
Can we?
So, wer noch auf dem Campingplatz länger bleiben will, Übernachtung nachbuchen, wer so nachbuchen möchte, der kann auch jetzt gerne zur Kasse kommen und entsprechend nachbuchen, so wie es passt, oder über den Tag verteilt, weil jetzt ist der ganze Ansturm vorbei. Ein anderer Blickwinkel bekommen. So, if you like to get a ride with a Humvee, because the camping area, and once you enter the camping area, there are the Humvees, and you can get a ride for 10 euros and get another view on the off-road cart and get this kind of a different experience in real sight.
But that went more better. That went far better than coming the wrong way. They call it free scale, so I'm kind of thinking we just freelance it. I don't know. Right folks, that's the end of day one of Superscale. Weather has taken a little bit of a turn for the worse, so night crawl unfortunately has been cancelled. Yeah, sorry about that, but stay tuned. Day two will be uploaded to the channel probably by the time that you're watching this, so go and find us in the library and enjoy. We'll see you then.